Hi you guys, Jazel here to bring you what I like to call Jazel's second cup of joe. So today I want to talk about knee pain. So usually people will complain about knee pain for all different reasons. They could have been injured, or it could have been kind of come up. It could have been developed over time from either overuse of using it at a gym or in athletics, different types of sports, or it could just be depending on how you walk throughout the day as well. And so your knee is your bone structure of the knee is a hinge joint. But what happens is, if we're moving side to side in these different ranges on a repetitive manner, then it can cause stress onto your ligaments and just like your joints and the muscles that hold your knee together. So I wanted to give you 3 exercises that will really help to build up the strength around your knees, depending how severe your knee pain is. I'll give a few different options. The first exercise I have here I like to bring my so fancy equipment here. It's a towel, place it onto the floor, and we're going to do heel slides. So you're going to sit back, sit up nice and tall. Just go ahead and extend your legs in front of you, and the towel will be under one of your heels. You're going to sit up tall, flex your foot, and then you're going to press your heel down into the floor and try to keep that pressure downwards. You may feel your hamstrings start to activate, all the way until you can get it as straight as you can. And what you're looking for here is that you keep your knee in alignment. Depending on your hip and knee and sometimes your ankle stability, it might be difficult to stabilize your knee. So you want to just make sure that it's tracking straight up and down, making sure that you have that pressure. And at the very end of your extension, think of drawing your kneecap up towards your hip bone, so you get that quad action as well. You bend your knees, still pressing down the entire time into the floor. Toes stay pressed upwards, and then you straighten out. It's also a great exercise to work on posture, because you should ideally be sitting up nice and tall as you do these. You can do them for about, say, 20 seconds on one leg, and then switch sides. Don't worry about reps for this one. It's just maintaining that tension all throughout that time will just build up the strength around your leg. Another one that I like to do is, so the reason why we get into some knee pain in the first place is oftentimes our body doesn't know how to move in these little intricate patterns that your legs, knees, and hips can move into. So an exercise that I love is this one that's actually standing. It's a little bit of a mobility, a little bit of balance, but really working on the proprioception and that feedback that's coming from your foot. So you're going to hinge slightly forward. Feet will be parallel. It's good to kind of do this facing a mirror as well. You're only going to work one side at a time. So you're going to bring your knee inwards, pressing down the lateral side of your foot. You bring your knee forwards, you'll feel a good calf stretch. You bring your knee sideways, so you're pressing down on the inner side of your foot, and then do a little bit of a rock back here. So they're single knee circles, or as some people like to call them, the stanky leg. Go ahead and reverse. So it's great, and you're not putting all of your weight. So you have about more or less 50% weight on your standing leg, and then more or less 50% weight on your working leg. And you do that on the other side. So make sure that you go through all ranges of motion. Go inwards, but make sure your entire sole of your foot is planted down. You may want to feel like you're doing this, but try to avoid lifting your toes or your foot up. So it stays grounded down. You're feeling that feedback from the floor so that you maintain that contact with the floor. And your body will start to kind of adjust and learn like what it means to be stable as you shift in different planes. So that's a great one to do. Also great for ankle strength as well. I had to actually do that for PT when I sprained my ankle. And the last exercise, one of my favorites, if your knees are hurting, sometimes means that you need to support the muscles around it. So we're gonna go into a little hip work today. And who doesn't like little booty work? So you're going to lay onto your side and bring your legs in front of you about 90 degrees at your hips. I'm gonna scoot forward here. This time, you're going to lift your heels, float your heels up, and then you open your knees wide. Little lifted clam shells, I like to say. Try to do them as slow as you can. That way you're not rushing through the movement, but you're feeling your muscles working. Your hips stay stable, and keep a pressure with your heels glued together. You'll feel that work on the outside of your thigh and also the lateral side of your knee. So building up your knee strength there. So you can do them. These you can probably do forever. Since it's more of a body weight exercise, you can go up to 20 reps per side. And then that one is just really great for knee and hip strength. All right, there it is, you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day.